Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Glassman's world. So, that's the sound of a trampoline right there. 984 backflips right now. We're watching Jack from Joogsquad. I'm about to get started, make some more mushrooms here because we always got to continue making glass all the time. So, but we're watching Joogsquad over here on YouTube. I'm going to actually try to pull up the video here, so that way you guys can check it out with me. But he's basically at 18 left to go to beat it. 1001 is the current record. He has to get 100 and 1002 in order to beat it. And that's in 24 hours. So it's ridiculous that he's pretty much right there. So let me actually pull up the video here for you. We can make sure that we're on here. And I can bring up the stream so you guys can check it out too if you want to. So I don't know if you guys ever watched Joogsquad, but he's a skimboarder. He's a world professional skimboarder. He also reports on the hurricanes and stuff in Florida. He's lived through pretty much, every hurricane in his entire life and been able to get through them. And he's helped out a lot of people with, foreshadowing and warning people what's going to happen and things like that. So that's really cool. So here's the link if you want to follow what I'm watching right now, because I don't know if I can share it on here. I might get some sort of a strike or something like that. So that's the video right there. I might just come in real quick once he reaches the 1,000 subscribers, or not 1,000, the 1,000 of backflips. So we're gonna check this out here live and check and see. This is cool. This is pretty cool. So thanks for tuning in and watching, guys. I'm gonna get started here on some glass, and maybe I can get one of these done in the amount of time before he gets to 1,001. There's a lot of people in the chat that keep saying that these don't count because they're not ground backflips, but apparently the actual record is 1,001 backflips on a trampoline in a 24-hour period, and that was set in 2019 by someone in Australia, and he's gonna crush it right now. He's at 984, and he has 19 hours left to go right now at this point. He's about to crush it right now, guys. So let's see if I can make one of these. I see one of these pink ones here actually is cracked, so we're gonna get rid of that one. That one's no good. We should make sure get those pink ones put in the kiln so we don't have any crackage with those. So yeah, we're listening to Joogsquad. You might be hearing some noise in the background here. He's got, it's 984, so he's got 16 more to go, which can be done in like the next 2 attempts. So here we go. 985, 986, 987, 988, 989, 990, 991, 992. He's only got 8 more to go. Holy shit. 8 more to go for 1,000, guys. That means 10 more to go to beat the record. He can do 10 right now. All right, I'm gonna just put this down. He's gonna do it right now. Here we go, guys. Check this out. Jack's about to beat the record right now. This is a world record attempt, guys. This is cool. So this is Jack from Joogsquad right here, guys. Here, let's bring this into a full screen here. 10 more. He's right there, guys. This is ridiculous. 1002 is the record, guys. This is crazy. I'm gonna clean this up here.
Stop the stream mid-flip. 1,000 tears of joy.
Mid-flip, stop the stream. Oh my gosh. Don't unplug anything. Don't touch anything. Does this count though? Because you know what? Actually, he has to put both streams together. The first stream got cut out a few minutes in because I think one of his friends, they're like clowns. Here we go, 10 more. Here we go, 10 more. But one of his clown friends gave him a copyright and shut down the stream. Here we go, 995, 996, 997. Is he gonna stop? 998, 999. There it is, 1,000. There's 1,000 right there. Bam. That's amazing, Jack. Look at it. 1,000 right there. He's got 2 more to beat it. Woo! He did it! That's awesome. He's got 19 hours and 13 seconds left. I didn't even have time to make one of these yet. Oh, what happened to the stream? No. Oh, snap. We're gonna miss it. No. Don't do this. There it is. Flip counter, 1001. He just did the world record. Now he's gonna beat it. One more flip. We just missed the world record right there. Okay, he's gonna beat it right now though. Come on. Dang, why did we lose it? That's so dumb. All right, here we go, Jack. You gonna take a break? Or are you gonna do it? He's gonna go in and go for it. This is awesome. This is so cool. He says his share stream out. You might know him. His hair may look ridiculous, but here we go. Oh man, we're just no glass blowing right now. We're just gonna do it.
Congratulations, Jack. Joogsquad for life.
Yeah, congratulations, Jack. This is awesome. This is a real world record, guys. He's beating it. He's crushing it. The world record was set in 2019, 1001 in, I think he did it in 19 hours. He thinks he's got a couple hundred more in him, guys. That's what he just said. This is awesome. This is amazing. I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for streaming his stream, but this is cool. There it is. There it is. Oh, beat it with 2. Boom. There goes the Guinness all over. Look at, he's got Santa in the background. Congratulations, Jack. Freaking amazing. That was so... Holy cow. He's going to keep going. There's the Guinness. Drinking the Guinness. Crushed it.
My record. My record.
That is awesome. He just beat the record, guys. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. World record legend right there. Jack just got it. Took it. Crushing it. Now he can go to bed, and then tomorrow he can wake up, and everything he does at this point was all for fun.
Look, I got a Guinness. Guinness World Record kinda. It might be.
This was so
Could be
fun.
fake stuff.
Congratulations.
Extra stout, 5.6%. Ooh.
That's because he's extra stout at like 6'5". Drinking the extra stout Guinness. Good job, brother. That's freaking awesome. I'm so glad that I was able to capture that. That is so cool. Freaking amazing. Oops. Sorry, I lost my stream there for a sec. I pressed something. So he's going to keep going. He said he's got a few hundred more in him. I'm not going to keep watching him. We're going to keep listening, though. So now he's just going to have fun. The other thing, too, he hasn't messed up a single backflip. He hasn't fallen off the trampoline. He hasn't put his legs down, his hands down, landing them perfectly every time. Man, this is awesome. I'm so stoked to have been able to see this. This is one of the first live streams I've captured of him doing a world record. Freaking amazing. This is way cool. I don't know who's here with me right now, but thanks for tuning in and watching. Check out the link that I posted up for Joogsquad right there. And go check out Jack. Give him some love. Give him some support. Let him know the Glass Man sent you. He's been reading my comments all night, so he'll probably recognize. Tell him the Glass Man's World sent me. All right, we're gonna make some glass here. Let him chill. I'm gonna actually congratulate him real quick. All right, cool. So let's get started here. I'm just going to work on making a few things, guys. Oh, dang. This kid got a big old megalodon tooth like this big. 6.5 inch. That is huge. Dang, that kid's got an amazing find right there. All right, so we got to make another one of these. A pink mushroom. One of the pink mushrooms cracked. Hopefully that's the only one. I'm like, is that one cracked too? Let me check. Cool. $1,016, 1,017. He's just gonna keep going, guys. He's crushing it. So how you guys doing tonight? This is so cool. Watching the world record right now. Fire. He's stoked. Now he's just having fun. Now he can just go to bed whenever he wants. The only thing is when he wakes up in the morning, I'm thinking his toes are going to be so raw and numb and sore. Just hurt and maybe even blistered, huh? I told him go for 6 hours. See what you can do in 6 hours. Just in the chat. I mean, he's been reading my comments, though, so he probably saw that. Alright, get a little mushroom done here. The flip counter's at 1031 now. Oh, every time he gets at 37, that means I gotta do another dib-a-dab. So here we are, 1035. Oh my gosh, okay. Right there. Holy. This is awesome. Alright, so here we go. We're going to push another pink mushroom. Those of you who don't know about mushroom pushes, the quick breakdown of it is I melt the clear glass, get the tip molten, keep this solid, push the solid glass into the molten glass. It goes through the molten like butter. Then it hits the solid part back here, has nowhere to go. The colored glass basically spreads out inside, and as I push it in there more, it forms the mushroom cap on top, and then this stick of color is basically what's left as the stem of the mushroom. So now it's hitting that wall. The more I push it, the bigger that curvature gets on the inside. As I push it in, forcing that inside, there's an air pocket now, so I got to melt the air pocket out without trapping the air. That's the only trick to these. Melting them down, getting the air out, getting them rounded again, then forming them into a pendant by creating a loop on top of it, knowing how to use the flame to fire cut it, melt it all the way down, stretch it out. There's a couple ways to create the loop. I do it in a one real quick motion and form it around itself, and then I use a hand tool, the reamer, to melt it all down. So right now I'm getting that air pocket out right now. Mushrooms are one of the first things I ever learned how to make. They're a really quick process for me nowadays. Usually I can get them done in less than 5 minutes a piece, and I resell them or retail them at $5 each. We're at number 1036. There's 1037. 37, another dab for me real quick. Woohoo! So that's already 10. Every time he's reached 37. And then plus during 370s, those are also considered the 37s. So that's 20 dib-a-dabs that he's now earned to me tonight. I got to get caught up. I've done at least 7. It's my own little fun. People got their own little drinking games and stuff, like every time they reach a certain number or whatever, they'll take a drink or they'll do whatever. They actually were having people send in $100 to throw an egg at him while he's doing a backflip. And I don't know how many hundreds of dollars were sent in, actually. Pretty wild. But they only threw like one egg, and then they realized that's going to be a slippery mess. Probably not going to help the record. So they decided that after he broke the record, I think they were going to start bringing in the eggs at some point. Or maybe they're just going to use them for breakfast or something. I don't know what it was. I think once he finishes and he goes to bed or something like that, he's going to break eggs all over him. He's going to sleep in a pile of eggs. That would be gross. Alright, so let me see if there's anyone here with me right now. And read some of the comments here if anyone's here watching. Everyone keeps saying that the record's on the ground, not on a trampoline, so it doesn't count. All kinds of trolls in here that don't really know what they're talking about, apparently. Alright, there's another pink one. Let's go to a different color now. We got the reds, we got the amber purple. I'm like, we just need any color, it doesn't even matter at this point. Oh, let's do some dark multis here. It's still one color, but the amber purple, the dark multis, there's a few colors like these that are striking colors, or they'll actually like have a multitude of colors within it because of the different elements or metals, minerals that are actually put in here and used to make the color glass. So then those colors will come out as you use them and work them in different glass and stuff. So let's see what this looks like compared to the amber purple one. And then this will also just give a little variation or variety in the solid color ones. Just to switch it up some. That way they think they're getting something a little bit different and special, but it's still just one color. They look a little bit better than the solid colors. They have a little bit more magic going on to them. So we've been watching Joogsquad. Jack just smashed the world record of 1,001 backflips in a 24-hour period. The record was set in 19 hours. And Joogsquad just smashed that record. He still has 19 hours to go for the 24 hours, which is ridiculous. He's at like 1,040 or something right now. I don't know how many he's at now. Let's flip back over to his stream real quick. Let's see how many he's got now. 1,057 is what the counter says. So he's going to easily get to 2,000 right now. Easily going to smash 2,000. Or sorry, not 2,000, 1,100. Sorry guys, my math was really off right there. I'm just going to make a few of these. I just really wanted to highlight Jack and Joogsquad beating that record. And we can't go live during his whole live because he's going live for 24 hours. So we'll have to check in tomorrow and see exactly what he's accomplished for the evening. So I'm just going to make a couple of these real quick, and then I'm going to let y'all go. But thanks for tuning in and watching. I appreciate it. This is really cool to see. 1,057 is the number backflips right now. Good job, Jack. This is awesome. I should figure out how to make something special for him. Like a little glass skimboard or something. I could make him a bunch of twisted, the twisted colored spirals to represent the hurricanes. All the hurricanes he's lived through and gone through. Ooh, I could send him a glass megalodon tooth, huh?
Congratulations.
That would have to be so huge though. That'd be crazy. Megalodon tooth. Out of glass. That'd be some crazy color to try to figure out. It's like a brownish gray. Alright, here he goes. 1,058, 1,059, 1,060, 1061, 1062, 1063, 64, 1065, 1066, 1067. Taking a break. Man, if I jumped on the trampoline like 200 times, my legs would be jello. Not even trying to do backflips. Like I'd try to do like maybe a handful of backflips in a whole afternoon, and then I'd be done. My legs would be jello. I'd barely be able to walk. He's doing a 2,000 backflip, which means every time like he does a bounce and then a flip, a bounce and then a flip. So you have to double the amount of bounces each backflip, and then there's a bounce, and it's like, what? Like, this guy's a madman. This guy is ridiculous. A bounce and a flip, a bounce and a flip. I could barely do like maybe 200 bounces in an afternoon, and then I'd be crying. My legs would be hurt, and I'd be just done. My legs would be jello. I'll wiggle legs and stuff, man. Be crawling out the door all, good to see you guys. I'll see you next year. Legs are done. The comments are funny on his chat here. I don't know if anyone's watching it, but I posted up the link. You can check it out live for yourself. He already beat the record. He smashed it. 10,067 right there. He's still doing walk like an Egyptian. Oh, he just spilled his beer, messing around, walking through. Dad, walk like an Egyptian. That's what got him shut down earlier. He was having the music going, and he had to. It's like, dude, what are you doing with the music in front of the? You're gonna get me copyright. And as soon as he said that, then his whole thing just got shut down. It's like, there it goes. There goes the copyright. And this guy's name is literally Dick. It's like, man, why are you being such a, like, come on, Dick, don't be one. Man, this guy, backflip in full, one of the comments reads. That is crazy. I don't know, can any of you guys do backflips? I used to be able to do backflips on a trampoline. What's going on, Duck? Could you make a mushroom that glows in the dark with the black light? So, there's one right there. The only problem, the only issue is, and this one cracked. I don't know if you can see that crack or not, but there's a crack in there. But that is actually a glow-in-the-dark mushroom. It looks white, but it actually does react with the light, and especially with the black light, with UV light, it'll just glow for days. But if you just charge it up in light, it will glow. It's glow-in-the-dark glass made with uranium glass, so it's actually not the safest thing for me to be working with. And apparently during the whole shutdowns and lockdowns and everything, something happened with the supply of uranium, and they were no longer able to manufacture and make it in glass. So during the whole lockdown, I was still making a whole bunch of glow-in-the-dark stuff. You can watch me on past videos on here on my channel. Some really cool items that I had made, and I was selling at just regular prices, not realizing it was discontinued, and the company was completely shut down. And so I was going through all of my glow-in-the-dark supply, not realizing it. And when I went back to go buy more recently, I found out that for 3 years or so, it hasn't been available. And I was just making things and selling it like it was regular. So those who actually got the glow in the dark glass while they were able to, they were fortunate. Everything of mine that's glow in the dark, I pulled basically from the shelves. I don't have any shelves, but you know what I mean. I pulled from inventory, no longer available, no longer for sale. Those are items that I may just like every once in a while use for giveaways for very special items. And also a lot of them I was just thinking keeping and giving to my children because they're cool and they're fun, and I don't have any more glow. I don't have any glow glass really. I have a little bit on my table here, but it's not much. Now they do make blacklight reactive glass, which isn't glow in the dark glass, and I don't know if I have any. I may actually have some, but that glass is a lot more expensive. Like they have like the slime colors. There's some really amazing colors that are out there, and they're all blacklight reactive. I would actually have to get my blacklight, plug it in, and see what colors are actually blacklight reactive on my table to know. But I do have a blacklight here. Like that's something we could maybe do here if I can get to it easily. Because it would be cool to see if some of these, I have some colors that were given to me and I still have yet to use them, and they've been sitting in my possession for over a year now, and I haven't even tested them out. And some of those may actually be some of the blacklight reactive glass. I don't remember who gave it to me, but it was someone who it was probably one of my glass suppliers, and was like, hey, check out these here, and just handed me a bunch. Or it was just someone that I know and have worked with before, and they were just like, hey, check out some of these colors I got, and just handed me a grip. But I think it was my glass supplier, Gray Matter Glass. Where is he at now? He's still doing flips over here, guys. I mean, I'm gonna check what number he's at here. It's ridiculous. He's already crushed the 1001 backflips. If the mushroom was really dark glass, would the mushroom still glow in the dark? Well, they don't make dark glass glow in the dark. If the mushroom was really dark glass, if the mushroom was really dark glass, not the pendant, but the mushroom, because I don't know if they would make a dark glass, like glow in the dark glass is usually like looks translucent, not opaque. You'd be able to see through it, and then like the glow in the dark stuff is usually like white. But it's newer glass that like I said, I have glass that I've been sitting in my possession for over a year. I still have yet to even test it out to see whether or not I even like it. I'm an old school glass blower. I started blowing glass in 1995. There's a lot of new colors and stuff that are out that are like not completely tried and true. You know, some of them still bubble and do this and do that. And there's colors that I haven't really like tried out or tested. I think he may be done for the night. Let me see. 1111 is his flip counter. That is awesome. 1111. Is he done? Okay. He did, man. The current world record was 1,001. He beat it at 1,002. And now the current record is 1,111. And I think he's going to keep going. He just keeps taking a little break. He's got the alcohol out now, so now he's celebrating. Now it's like it don't matter. But he hasn't messed up a flip yet. He's landed on his feet every time. Oh, here goes someone doing a backflip. With a... Why is he wearing a mask? Someone said he should go for 6,969. Yeah, he already broke the record. That's crazy. Uh-oh. Did I lose it? That is crazy. Okay, you meant if the teardrop surrounding was really dark, would the mushroom still glow? No, and I've tried that before to have it kind of hidden on the inside. Yeah, I mean, me. Yeah, I don't know. But the thing is, I don't have the glow-in-the-dark glass to play with anymore. I'm not going to utilize it to just like mess around and to try something, to attempt something. The only, like, I really barely have any, actually. I've got this little bit here, and I've got this little bit right here. This is the last of the glow-in-the-dark glass that I have. That's all that's left in my world. That's it. That's all there is. I actually found this one in the trash the other day, and I pulled it out because it was cracked. As you can see, it's cracked. And I was like, oh, well, it's still glow in the dark. I might be able to melt it down and use it. Even this little chunk, this little piece right here, it's another piece of broken piece that is split in half, and there's still glow in the dark right there. I saved it. That's how valuable it is. So I can't make them. I can't even like attempt to do it anymore. It's done. I couldn't sell it or get rid of it or anything. Like I said, the few items that I have in glow in the dark, I may give them away and like have them as special gifts, special things like that. But like this is glow in the dark. This is something that's really freaking awesome, actually. I'm not gonna lie. This is a cool little drum. Kind of like with the wood. Looks like it's got wood grain on the sides of it there. And this glows in the dark right here. And that's not available anymore. I was hoping to make a whole bunch of those with the glow tops. Now if I make them, they're just going to be just white drum skins on top. So yes, I mean, technically, theoretically, yes, I can. But physically, can I? Not really. I mean, I have a little bit of glow in the dark, and that's it. And it's sad. Hopefully, one day though, there'll be another supply of uranium glass that comes through. That the color. See, that's the thing is, color glass artists are completely different. They're alchemists. They know how to mix different elements from the periodic table, different metals, minerals, different things, in order to create certain hues or pigments within molten vats of glass. I have no idea how they make glow in the dark, and I don't even know how dangerous that is to be working with uranium. Like, are they putting your pure uranium in, molten vats of glass? They're putting uranium powder, that powder floating around everywhere. Like, what is it at that point, Just working with it a little bit and heating it up and stuff like that. I didn't realize that it was actually made from uranium glass when I was working with it. So that's another thing too. No, I wouldn't even attempt to do that. Playing with uranium glass, like I said, it's very dangerous. It's radioactive. Any sort of uranium glass that you have in a collection, you want to make sure it's not like cracked or chipped, that it's all sealed within the glass. You don't want to eat off of it. You don't want to drink from it. You don't really want to handle it, touch it. You don't want to have it around pregnant women, you know. But it's really cool in blacklight. Uranium glass. I have a set. I have a beautiful set. It's actually outside. It's away from us and everything. Glitter, glitter in the mushroom. So there is a glass that has, like, it looks like it's all sparkly. A lot of times they use that kind of sparkle glass in the soft glass that comes from China. And they always have like those pendants that are, about 1.5 inches or so long, sometimes 2 inches long. And they'll sell them usually at different boutiques and stores for like $12, sometimes less, for $5. And they look really nice. They usually have like some sort of an imploded flower in there, and they got some kind of like sparkle glass in there, or like gold adventuring. That kind of glass is a little bit different than the kind of glass that we have, and we don't have any of that sparkle glass or the adventuring glass. What we do have is dichroic glass, and dichroic glass is more used for backgrounds. Sometimes you can put it within the glass, like to make a ribbon cane is really cool. Usually I'll use the dichroic glass for a background. Sometimes they can laser etch images into dichroic. What dichroic is, it's a thin layer, very microscopic thin layer of like an iridescent film that is put onto the glass, like a sheet of glass. What they say is they used to make these as like tiles of glass for NASA. So they would put them underneath the shuttle during the re-entry period, so the space shuttle would refract a heat from re-entry. That way the shuttle wouldn't melt and everything. So the heat, the friction would be taken on by the dichroic tiles, the panels that they put underneath the shuttles, I guess. and that's where dichroic glass actually came from. And then eventually glass artists figured out that the dichroic glass was made from the same coefficiency glass as Pyrex glasses or borosilicate glass. And basically it was borosilicate glass that they were utilizing because of the heat temperament that it has, the heat resistance and everything. And so that's how dichroic glass was formed and then brought into the art form here, which then we use for different things. And it doesn't look like sparkle glass until you actually put it into the glass and start to utilize it and to stretch it out and to shape it and things like that. So yes, there is dichroic glass. Using it to make a mushroom, it would kind of be there, but it would be very phantom and pretty much almost not there. There might be a way to thicken it up somehow to be able to really like concentrate the dichroic glass before you push it in to really make sure that it's all kind of there. But it would still be very translucent and hard to see. But these here, this is a dark multicolor, and it's basically a single color mushroom. It's one color, I'm not adding a color to the tips. I'm not doing two colors, just one color. But it's going to look like it has several colors and stuff like that. So some pieces have actually been in outer space. Not some pieces. And when you're asking me about outer space, I don't know if we can even prove that we've ever been to outer space. NASA's concluded that they've never been able to figure out how to get past the Van Allen belt, which is a high radiation belt that's just outside of our atmosphere. So I don't know if we've ever even actually been to the moon, technically. But Walt Disney may have allowed us to make it look like that. And so yeah, some pieces have been in outer space, I don't know. But there have been meteorites and things like that they say that have come from outer space, moldavite, tektite, that actually has the same composition or coefficiency as borosilicate glass. So they are compatible, and you can actually utilize them together. I actually have melted tektite somewhere here. I've been able to melt tektite and basically form a loop on the top of a piece of tektite and turn it into its own pendant, which is pretty cool. I've been able to put moldavite into glass and tektite into glass, which is also very cool. We lost the stream. I don't know what happened. I don't know if this thing just goes through an update every night or what. It's early. It's only 9:09, huh? So some pieces have actually come from space, possibly, or from somewhere that they call tektite and moldavite, which I don't know if that's possibly glass from the firmament or not. I don't know. I've heard of the that element that's known as like a solid oxygen piece or sky glass. I don't know if you've ever seen that sky glass. It's like almost 100% made out of oxygen, but it's a solid. and it's like this really faint baby blue. That stuff is pretty amazing. They say maybe that came from the dome, if there's a dome. I don't know. I've never touched it. Never been up that high in the atmosphere, in the ionosphere, in the stratosphere. I've only been in an airplane, and I was inside of the airplane, so I don't know what was going on outside of it. Pieces containing dichroic glass. Dichroic glass was created as a tile. I know I have some here somewhere. This is dichroic glass. It's got a shimmer dichro, meaning two chromium or two color. Chromium chromatic scale. It's a dichro, two colored. But some of these actually have three color. They don't call it trichrome or like instead of dichro, they don't call it trichro. But this is dichroic glass. This one is magenta and green. So those are the two colors that will come out of there that will sparkle. And this is a tile. As you can see, it's flat. It's a flat piece of glass. Now they've made sheets of this. Tiles, sheets of glass that they said, and this is just what I've heard, so this is just hearsay, that they've used on the bottom of the space shuttle in order to help with re-entry. So not this, like we don't buy glass that came from NASA from the space shuttles, no. They then started utilizing dichroic glass and selling it to us for art glass. So no, none of the glass that we use ever went to space. Some of the glass that NASA's put on the space shuttles supposedly went to space. But like I said, NASA also claims that they've never been able to figure out how to get a human through the radiation of the Van Allen belt. So whether or not we've actually been to outer space is a whole nother thing. Has that actually occurred and happened? I don't know. Has anything been to outer space? I don't know. But yeah, they created the dichroic tiles to help refract the heat and dissipate the heat from underneath the shuttle so it wouldn't burn up, I guess. So the metal wouldn't melt, because metal will melt at a lower temperature, I believe, than what glass will melt at. And I don't know what the shuttles are made out of. If they're only made out of aluminum, then that's a really low temperature. I don't know if the whole entire body of the shuttle is made out of titanium or what it's made out of. That would be something good to look into, actually. Because then you would know what the melting point is. Because this glass melts at about 2100 degrees. So for the tile to be put underneath it, the heat of the re-entry point has to be less than 2100 degrees, or else these would then just melt and liquefy. You know, they would just drip right off the shuttle. So the re-entry point cannot exceed 2100 degrees, or else then all of that's all false and lies and just made up BS. So it's good to look into these things. I'm going to check it out now. I'm going to see what is the space shuttle about, the body, The outer body and especially the bottom, what is it made out of? That's interesting. Alright, I'm going to make, what, one more of these? That'll be number 5 right here. That's a total of number 6 for the evening. And I'm going to call it a night. We pretty much were just watching Jack from Joogsquad beat the record. And I don't know what happened with that. Did he finish? What's going on with his stream? He's still at 11:11. So I think he probably just finished. I think he's done 11:11. He's happy with that number. It's a good number. 11:11 is a good number. I think he's just drinking and eating now and just resting. I'm saying that his toes are going to be sore from doing over 1,000 backflips. Like, I know when I go swimming in the pool and you go like, you're just bouncing like in the water off the bottom, you don't really notice, but man, your toes and your feet get all raw and tore up, and the next day it hurts. It's so sore, like it just hurts to try to walk after that. So I can only imagine doing 1,000 backflips on a trampoline and having that just rub on your toes over and over and over 1,000 times, because you got to remember, he's done 1,111 backflips, but there was a bounce in between each one. So he's done 2,222 bounces on a trampoline. And maybe even a little bit more, because I'm sure there were a couple times when he bounced a few times but didn't do the flip, right? I think that's crazy. I could not even jump on a trampoline over 200 times, and he's doing over 1,000 backflips. This guy's a beast. Alright, well, here goes the last one for the evening. And then I'm going to let y'all go. But I just wanted to come in here and go live real quick to just support Jack and his world breaking, I was going to say world record attempt, but his world breaking, he just smashed it. Oh my gosh. That would be so crazy, but I don't think he took the jibby jabber. He wasn't a jabberwocky like some individuals. Jabberwockies. The ones walking around with the jabs, the jabberwockies. I just came up with a new term. Alright, the jabberwockies. And I'm sorry if you're one. Don't mean to make fun, but then again I do. But yeah, I don't think he's gonna. He's got a good, strong heart. He's good. There's no way that he's just gonna drop from nothing. He's good. He's gonna go for another 500 probably. I don't know. That's gonna be hard on his toes. How many more do you think? That's gonna be a good bet. He's at 11:11. He doesn't have to do any more. He just beat the record. He can do a couple hundred more, he says. He's just not going because he likes the number 11:11. But he can do a couple hundred more, he says, right now. That's crazy. Heart-shaped pendant with the cross inside. What time is it? Where are we at? with this stream. I didn't want to go too long with this one, but I really wanted to support Jack, and I wanted people to be able to come back here and watch it. We're an hour in. Let's save that one for tomorrow. I really just wanted to get a couple mushrooms in. And then I'm going to get some rest. I didn't really want to work all night tonight. It's only 9:30. Yeah, but I kind of wanted to relax. We got some yard work in the morning. And I'm kind of beat from doing that, all the storage unit and stuff. Had 3 days working on the storage, having to move a whole washer by myself. Big screen TV. I don't know what that thing is, 75 inch. That thing is huge and so heavy. It's usually a 2-man job. Somehow I lifted that thing up by myself. I only weigh 140 pounds. I think that thing weighs more than me. I don't know. Maybe not, but that thing is heavy. Oh my God. So I'm sore. I'm just trying to relax and rest. And we got a couple more days for Thanksgiving coming up, so we got to do all that. What's up, love?
Why'd you say that word? The Jabberwock?
Jabberwockies. Yeah, the ones who are walking around all jibber jabbed up. Because someone said, hope he doesn't unalive suddenly.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, nah, he's not one of those.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's a real word.
Yeah, Jabberwocky, I know.
It's the name of I guess a dragon in the movie with the Mad Hatter movie. That's the name of her creature is a Jabberwocky.
Oh, that's where I remember it from, Alice in Wonderland.
And Alice in Wonderland.
Uh-huh,
So,
yeah.
but also, it's also the name of the Juggalos. The Juggalos from ICC.
Okay.
They're called Jabberwockies.
They are? Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, I'm talking about the jabber, not a walkie, but a walking, like someone walking around, like a jabber walk. But I didn't say walking, I did say a walkie. Someone who walks around, a walkie.
Okay, interesting.
All right, we're gonna try out that hidden cross next time for sure. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna let you go because I'm gonna just go and take a break. I might make some more hot cocoa because I've been drinking some hot cocoa and it's been nice. And I got to get caught up on all of the dibby dabs that I got to do because he already crushed it with another. I got to do the one for the 1037, 937, 837, 737, 637, 537. Oh my gosh, I got so many. So I'm going to let you guys go. But thank you so much for tuning in. And I'll try out the, we'll do the cross and mushroom tomorrow. We'll see how the weather is. I'm kind of expecting the weather to change on us, but we'll see. They were doing a lot of spraying the other night with those white lines going through our skies. 4, 3, 2, 1. White lines going through our skies. What's up with this phenomenon? Don't you see the phenomenon of them white lines going through our skies? Those white lines going through our skies. Yeah, so every time they do that real heavily and then it becomes overcast, usually that means like in a day or two, some kind of storm's going to come in. So we'll see if I got yard work tomorrow or not. All right, you guys have a good night. Sweet dreams as well. Crisscross applesauce. I like that. Crisscross applesauce. All right. Good night. I'm out.
Can you delete